Hello. Well, hello, hello. I hope you can hear me. Hello? We're just waiting. I'm just going to see if this is working. So, today has been a busy week. I'm going to wait and see if anybody is going to join me today. And I'm really sorry that it's a bit late because it's been a very, very busy week. So if you are there, let me know if you can hear me. Nope. Hello. So I'm just going to wait and see if anyone's going to join me today. And I know it's a lot later than I had anticipated to doing this live. And I wasn't going to do it to begin with because it's just been a really, really busy day. And if you are there, please let me know that you can hear me and that my mic is working today. Because when I started this last week, I had to restart it again because you couldn't hear me. So, okay. So just a little update on what's going on today, and I know that it's middle of the day and a lot of people are probably doing their Thursday afternoon and busy afternoons. And if you're having a cup of tea, join me, please join me. So, as you saw, um, as you saw on Tuesday, my in my community post, I did a bit of a teaser in terms of where I was, and I had quite a few guesses that I was in a mall or shopping or in a spa, which would be really, really lovely, actually. It has been years and years since I went to a spa, and after all the stresses of life, I could really do with a massage and a sauna and steam and nice massagey water. But there you go, that will have to wait. And I was actually at the Ideal Home exhibition on Tuesday, which I'd seen all the adverts for it. And it has been probably about, 7 years since I went to the last one, and it was fun at the time. And I did vlog it, so I need to edit that video and show you all the clips and the things that I tried. And to be honest, there wasn't it's not the same as before, and I don't know if you feel the same, but since Brexit and since we had that certain bug going around the world, things just haven't been the same. So, yeah, it wasn't as exciting as it was before. I don't think there was as many stalls as there was there the last time I was there. And it was a a bit of a damp squib, but in a way, it's also better because it was just me, sort of, me and a friend went, and I got to try a few drinks and some food. That's the other thing about this time, the Idle Home show this time, that the food has got so much more expensive. You'll see in the video that I had a burger, and for the price that I paid, I should have had chips and a side dish of some sort. So you're probably gonna think, why did you spend money on one burger? So yeah, I'm hoping to get that video edited and out and uploaded for tomorrow night because it's just been a really busy week. And as we get older, it being out and about for most of the day really tires you out. So let me know if you're there and if you can hear me, because I feel like I'm talking to myself at the moment. And I know that a lot of you are probably, well, a lot of my usual love bunch are probably working. I know it's in the middle of the day, and normally I would do this from about 2 o'clock when I'd had lunch and done what I needed to do. But because I was out on Tuesday and I can't remember what I was doing on Monday, so I didn't have the time to do what I usually do on a Monday and give me the time to do the live on a lunchtime on a Thursday afternoon. Perfect. Hi, Johnny. You're the first one who's commented. Yeah, so I was saying that a lot of people I think are working, and that's understandable because I have started this a bit later. But hi, Linda. Thank you. Oh, good morning, Linda. It is 15:36 in the afternoon, in the UK. So we're sort of nearly, well, midday. No, near the end of the day for us here. But it's been a really, really busy day. How is Arizona? Is it sunny as we always seem to imagine those parts of the world? Yeah, so it's been a really, really busy week. And yesterday, I was saying yesterday after spending an afternoon in London at the Ideal Home exhibition, I was so tired and I sort of didn't have a lot of focus. And in all honesty, I had a couple of drinks when I got back on Tuesday evening. So I was slightly not focused in my day yesterday. Um, oh wow, you're both in Arizona. So you guys, what time is it in Arizona at the moment? Because I think you guys are the ones who's in the time zone to be able to join me. I know that the usual crowd that I tend to have on these lives, oh, 7 a.m. Gosh, 7. So are you lot just getting ready for work, or because our day here is nearly finishing? I might have to go to work because of dental care. It's snowing. Oh wow. Is it really snowing over there at the moment? 7:14, yes, sunny, a bit cool for us there. Okay, so today is actually quite sunny, so I will see what's the weather. It's really warm at the moment. It is currently 19 degrees in where I am, so it's really lovely. I didn't mean to go out for a walk, but I think I'm not sure whether I'm going to get time, and I'm not saying that because of anything, but Thursdays is usually the day that I do this, and then I try to go out for a walk before everybody arrives, which means that when everybody comes back, I need to sort of be doing my own thing so that I can have the space to relax and whatever you do when you get home from work. I'm retired. Oh, okay. So what's your is that your handle then, Johnny? What you're chatting through? Is that what the saying is? Okay, oh gosh, what's retirement like? I wish I could retire, but life is a bit, oh, excellent. Okay, so I'll check you out. What's retirement like? Because I would love to retire, but if you've been watching my videos, you know that that is not a possibility at this time. Although saying that, I have to say that I do enjoy doing YouTube and chatting to you guys around the world. So it's a job because I need an income, but it's not really. It's, you know what the saying about do something you enjoy and you never have to work in your life. It's a bit like that. Apart from there are days like today when I wasn't going to do this live and I think, oh, I've got to get my makeup on and get dressed and be in front of the camera. So it's a bit of it's a bit of a challenge when there are days that you don't want to put yourself in front of the camera, but you think, you know what? This is I learned this from another YouTuber actually, and she's a British YouTuber. And her motto when someone asked her, "Why do you do this? Why do you push yourself to do this?" And she said, "It's my job, and you've just got to get on with it." And that is what I do. So here I am. So yeah. Okay, so the ideal home exhibition I think we've just done. So just an update on just an update on a few videos that's coming up. I have finished a food diary, a what I eat in a week food diary. So, those of you who think that I eat a lot of healthy stuff, what I do during the day, I do, but in the evenings, I do eat healthy, but ideally, I need to eat more vegetables. But I think in that situation, what I want to do is do a um it will have to be membership, I think, because I want to share other information that I don't really want to share in the main public domain, if you see what I mean. And those are the things I want to explain that I haven't been able to explain in terms of the situation because it's slightly not something that you wanna wear, that you want to share to the whole wide world, I guess, unless they really want to know, and then they'll have to pay for it. Yeah, and I don't mean that in a horrible way. I think it's just certain things that we have to share in a different way. Okay. So Johnny, is your YouTube handle, um, helping you in terms of working part-time? Or are you doing work in a different way? Or a different job rather? So, yeah, so I've done a food diary, and that's been quite revealing. And, so I will get that up at some point. The thing is with all the videos that I've been doing, there's a lot of videos in terms of food and shopping, so I don't really want to bore you with my food things. And tomorrow, I am back at the storage. I was hoping to do spend more time editing videos so I can get them up and doesn't look like I'm not doing anything. But I think this whole storage thing for me, if you haven't followed my last videos, I'm downsizing my storage facility, which means I need to get rid of a lot of stuff. So I'm having to get rid of a whole load of stuff, trying to sell a lot of stuff, which ideally I don't want to just get rid of. They cost me a bit of money when I bought them, and at least I'd like to make some money out of them and not just give everything to charity. So the good thing is, I think, good thing in a way, it's one of the things is hopefully someone is going to pick up on Saturday, so that's the plan at the moment. But it's only £10, but hey, it's pocket money, isn't it? And at least I haven't wasted the item. So yeah, and another one is I have something called a Lafuma. It's like a chair that you can really lean back on and raise your legs above your waist, which I bought at the time when I did reflexology. God blimey, about 20 years ago or something like that now. And and because I'm only short and I it was just too heavy to carry around even in the great London transport system that we have at the time and still do, to be honest. I just didn't use it and I need to sell it. Um, I work at Walmart. My channel is hiking. Ah, okay. Driving in the Great Canyon videos. Ah, okay. Is editing sorry, what how is it at Walmart, Johnny? That sounds really interesting. Oh, hiking, driving, and the Grand Canyon videos. It sounds amazing. I wish I was in an area where I can go hiking and do more walks, to be honest. Um, so is editing difficult and cumbersome? And can you edit on your phone? No, I can edit on my phone. I have an app called CapCut, which I tend to edit short videos for, not for this channel, but for my nutrition channel that I used to do a lot more shorts for. And I really probably need to go back and start doing videos for that channel because it's getting to the point that if I'm not posting, I'm losing the hours that got me monetized. So I used to use the app for doing shorts videos, which is fairly easy because you just sort of stick the different um, little clips of videos together. And then I have, because I do it on my phone, I have like a mic and a receiver attached to my phone, and then I will just do a voiceover on top of the clips, and then I will just upload onto YouTube. But in terms of the long form videos, I have an app or an editing software on my laptop. My eyesight is really, really bad, and there's no way that I can control the editing on my phone alone. So, and also I have, although I've got a laptop, I have an external mouse and keyboard, so I've got more control on what I need to do because I really hate the touch thing on the laptop. I just haven't got control over it. Or I do, but it's easier with a mouse and an external keyboard. So yeah, um, Walmart is hard work, but I worked at deli and bakery. It's fun sometimes. I watch your channel because taking care of yourself is important as we age. Yeah, so that is what I want to start doing as well on this channel. I know that I've spent quite a bit of time. It's just situation, and I guess sharing my life that I've been sharing videos about, being made redundant, job problems, going to the job center, and benefits and stuff like that. But now I actually have a plan, which I hope you guys will keep watching because I've come to realize that. So, for example, when I did the video on um, having to go back and jump hoops for the job center, I had about 300 subscribers or something like that in 1 week, which is great. But when I start posting self-care videos, which I think a lot of us at our age probably needs to do a lot more self-care, because I think our generation, we were taught, or we were brought up to just tough it out and get on with it, which is great as well. But we were never, it wasn't seen. It's seen for me anyway, for what I went through, looking after yourself and loving yourself and having boundaries, which is bandied around nowadays. Um, oh, it's banded nowadays, having boundaries and things like that. We were never taught that. We were taught to tough it out, get on with it, and I think it's good because it made us strong. But now I want to be able to sort of, for us to step back a bit and give ourselves the permission to look after ourselves. And I did actually make a list. I don't know if you guys want to hear it, but you're going to hear it, I hope. So I know that, hi, Mr. H. Thank you for joining us with your cup of tea. That's what I should have done. But then, if I have my cup of tea and biscuits, I won't be able to talk because I'm the only one talking. This is partly why I want to go on Zoom, so at least we can have a conversation. So I know that there's quite a few guys on here, but I hope that you will carry on watching some of the videos and watching the adverts, please, because that's how at the moment I make my money on this channel. So I was thinking of Mondays will be a Monday menopause nutrition and diet video. And then I will somehow fit in law of attraction or law of assumption videos in week at some point. Also, so since I got made redundant, or since I got laid off in December and then January, I suspended my gym membership. And I and come April, thankfully, I have slightly more finances to rejoin the gym because where are we? This January, February, March, April. Even in the 3 months I haven't been going to the gym, I'm finding I am a lot weaker, and even certain packets. And I didn't realize my fingers were so weak to begin with, but those Ziploc packet things, I'm finding it hard to open those things, and it's only been 3 months. Um, yeah, and aches and pains, and also putting on weight, which there's been times when, and it's all, that's how I started walking again, 3 or 4 years ago, because I put on weight during that time that we all went through that certain bug that went around the world, and we were all at home, and I put on weight, and at the time, you know, we drank through a lot and ate a lot of rubbish, and I started getting hot flushes. And I know that now that I haven't exercised much, although I've been out for walks, it's not enough to walking isn't enough anymore. It's great for cardiovascular, but I haven't got the time to go walking for 2 hours in the day anymore. So I have to go to the gym, spend my hour and a half, 2 or 3 times a week, and get my strength back. So that's the other thing that I've got plans on doing, is to sort of, not sort of, is to document where I'm starting. So I will be doing my weight, and I've got a scales weighing machine, which um, which what's the word I'm thinking of? Which also measures your fat percentage, your muscle percentage, your all those sort of measurements. Oh, excellent. So and then I'll be sharing what I'm eating and how I'm progressing in getting my fitness back and muscle, see, brain fog. And muscle mass and building muscle mass and strength and fitness and things like that. So I'll be sharing that on the platform, doing more vlogs. I was saying to you guys who were here earlier, I will be hopefully got the editing finished and done and uploaded tomorrow evening of the Ideal Home exhibition. So I'll do more vlogs, and I'm going to start doing more of the inner work in terms of self-care, how we see ourselves, how we see ourselves, and what we project to people is how they will treat us, basically. So it's all those inner work. Hi, everyone's from Arizona today. Yeah, so those are the things I'm going to start doing. Oh, this I missed one. I missed one on my list. So let me answer some question. So Walmart is hard work, but I worked at the deli and bakery. It's fun sometimes. So watch your channel because taking care. Yeah, thank you. So I hope that you guys will carry on watching the videos and the adverts, please, um, with all those different topics. Um, Mr. H, are you in the UK or are you in Arizona? I watch your channel. This is Linda. I watch your channel because you're funny, intelligent, and your voice is calming. Oh, thank you. And I believe you are incredibly courageous. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh. I wish. Oh, okay, so it's sorry. It's I don't even know why I feel it really oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. It really means a lot to me when you guys say that. Ah, dear. Okay, Somerset. Ah, sorry. Um, Cup of coffee. So, it's really weird you're saying cup of coffee because it's coming up to 4 o'clock in the UK, and I have 1 coffee in the mornings, and that's all I have. So I'll have it between sorry. I'll have my coffee between 7:30, and I'll probably have it finished by 9 o'clock, and that's all the caffeine I have in the day because caffeine really affects me, and if I have anything caffeinated after 12 o'clock or even sometimes 11 o'clock, it will mess up my sleep. Um, it will mess up my sleep in the nighttime, so oh, thank you. SJT, hi from Arizona. See, there's 3 of you from Arizona, and Mr. H is in UK Somerset. What's the weather like in Somerset? Um, because it is quite warm where I am. Um, Yes. So Miss Johnny says YouTube has helped me to find people that have different lives than I have. Yeah, it's so true. And this is what I love about this platform because it allows us to connect with people around the world who we may never connect with otherwise. Um, oh, oh, yeah, and Mika. Um, yeah, so and I think this is the greatest thing for us in our generation is also that our generation of we were the first ones to we were the ones sort to bring in the internet, I guess, and we never had the access to the information um that other that these other generations have. And I love it in a sense that we now have information that we never had, and we can learn a lot about life about things and people that we never had access to when we were growing up. So, I love being able to connect with you guys. And this is why I've done this because I know I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to you guys over just reading your your messages as we're talking. Um oh Linda, it really when I read messages like that, it really touches me. And because I guess it's a thing about being myself, and it's so weird that in a sense it's so hard to make friends in the real world because we're all so different. But I'm making friends here, although we're all virtual. But it really, really makes me emotional and it really touches me when I get nice messages like that. So thank you so much. Um, as a Finn, I can drink 4 mugs of coffee during the workday and not to drink it at all during the weekends. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. I used to do that years and years ago until perimenopause, and and I didn't realize that it was the caffeine that was affecting me because when I started off as a midwife, and we worked hard, and they still work hard. I think they work even harder now. That as a midwife, as soon as you touch your head on the pillow, that's it, you're out. Or I used to take my daughter to the cinema and fall asleep. Great. But now, even though I'm so, so tired, if I have a caffeinated drink after 12, I can fall asleep okay. But I'll wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be really hard to get back to sleep again. Mr. H, I don't think I can spell Arizona. Hmm. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so hopefully I will have two items that I'm selling on my storage sold at some point. Oh, did you see my community post photos this morning? Or I think probably it was afternoon by the time I'd posted it up about my lip salve. So that's what I've been doing this morning. This is why this this live is so late because I've just been so busy. Um, I'm making cheese grits and pork sausages for breakfast. Okay, what's cheese grits? Oh, grits isn't that the corn grits? That sounds interesting. I never eat like this anymore. This but I'm treating myself today. My father is from South North Carolina, and this is a Southern breakfast. Wow, that sounds really interesting. So, are you going to work on the cheese grits and sausages, Linda? What day is it? It's Thursday, isn't it? So, in the mornings, I tend not to have so much breakfast. And so the most I will probably have is scrambled eggs and toast, or what else? Or like a muesli with yogurt. And I don't actually have breakfast every morning because I try to sort of fast. I know that the coffee that I have, if you were really fasting, it would break my fast because I put some supplements in it, and actually, that's another video that I've got in the pipeline that I need to edit and add a few more bits to it. So, yeah, so I tend not to have breakfast, and a lot of the time, my coffee will see me through up until about 12:30. 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes that's when that will be my first meal if I don't have breakfast. Um, yeah, so that's it really. I know that we haven't got as many people as we normally have because I know that in the UK a lot of um a lot of us are working. Okay. I usually never eat breakfast. Yeah, so that's what I mean, Linda. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting as well, sometimes, although it's not really intermittent fasting because of the supplements that I put in my coffee. But I do try and not have breakfast sometimes just to give your digestion a rest. So, oh my goodness, gosh. So, the other thing, okay, so the lip salve that I posted this morning. Yes, I did. Thank you. I did enjoy the Ideal Home show. I I was saying, okay, I was saying that the Ideal Home show that I went to was probably 7 or 8 years ago, and there was a lot more stalls, and it was a lot more fun, and the people selling were a lot more generous. And I know things have got a lot more expensive, and to be honest, I don't blame them because it's everything's just a lot more expensive nowadays. Sorry, gosh, my nose is running. um sorry. There wasn't as many stall holders as before. There was a lot of food, but not as many samples. That's part of the fun of going to the Ideal Home show, is sampling food, and not everybody was as generous with their samples as they used to be. Um, and what else? And food was really, really expensive. So I was saying that no, no more samples. And oh, I've put it away now, but I'll show you in the video that I did buy the glasses that I tried on. I need a new pair of glasses, sunglasses. So you'll see that in the video. Yeah, I used to love the samples too, but so the last time I went was 7, 8 years ago, and they used to, like, all the alcoholic beverages, they used to have, those, um, little cups of samples of their drinks. Now it's got even smaller. So I thought, y y by the time you've picked it up and put it to your mouth, the alcohol's evaporated. I know I'm being facetious, but yeah, you can just about get enough to taste what it's really like. Oh, yeah, so not as they're not as generous, and especially if you did buy the food, as you'll see, I bought a burger for my lunch, and it was £10.50. £10.50 for a plain burger. It was a lamb burger, but it tasted nice, but it wasn't worth £10.50. I expected a portion of chips on the side for that price, but hey. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm glad that you like that little um just rummaging through my fridge freezer. Yeah, that was part of a spur of the moment thing, I think. I think because I've been doing so many shopping videos, I thought, okay, let's show you what it looks like in the fridge freezer. And yeah. So okay, so I've titled this um oh, yeah, before I go there, somebody asked me, I don't think that person is here. Somebody asked me how I cook tofu. So that's what I've done. Oh, £10. Yeah, £10.50 for a burger. You'll see it in the video when I've got it edited. And I think by that time, I think by that time it was around this time in the afternoon, and tried about three tasters of rum and vodka and gin, I think, and which wasn't even equivalent to one shot of a drink, and I was slightly too inebriated on 3 shot. How can I say that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I just wanted something quick, to be honest, and I thought, "Oh," and also I didn't want that much of a huge meal, so my sense of my common sense just went out the window, I guess, with those 3 tiny shots of alcohol. Yeah, but £10.50. Yeah, so somebody asked how I cook. Somebody asked how I cook my tofu, and normally I would just I would what do I normally do with the tofu? Yeah, normally I would either add it to noodle soup, or I would just put it in the air fryer as I'm cooking something else. But for that person, I have created 3 dishes out of 1 box of tofu because it's only me. Um, and it's for me, it's quite a big piece to have in one go. So I've created 3 dishes out of 1 box of tofu for you guys, and that's another one that I have to edit and upload. Yeah, you can almost buy actually, you could buy roast a whole lamb to roast, couldn't you, for £10.50? Or get up early and nip over to the fields and not where I am. The only fields around me at the moment is, those sort of touristy places where you can go and play with the lambs, although it's probably late for lambing season now, isn't it? It's important to be thrifty and not waste anything. Yeah, totally. I am still in my yellow ticketed foods era, or I've had to go back to it because I've had no choice. And that's the other thing that I will share in um, in a membership form so that I'm not sharing it through the whole public, I guess, about how I've managed to survive this far on the minimum income that I've had. So, yeah, that's one thing to share. Yeah, Linda, air fryers are great, aren't they? I don't know if how you've used. Oh, you've not used it yet. It's not mine. It was here when I moved in, but I'm not really that adventurous with it, to be honest. But part of the reason is because I am in a house share and I don't have as much time in the kitchen as I'd like. So, which is why on Mondays I tend to do, or I did do my cooking on the Mondays, but because I discovered that on Mondays there's a lot more offer, the shops are quieter, and 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 there's you can get more food because there's not so many people sort of getting all the stuff that's on offer. So that's why I've started going to the shops on Mondays instead. Um Yeah, and I haven't in terms of the air fryer, I just heat up fish cakes, or if I'm being lazy, I'll put a portion of salmon in there, or I use it mostly to heat things up as opposed to cooking in it, in all honesty. It's like what you'd put in the oven, so instead of turning the oven on just for a few things, I'll just put it in the air fryer. What is how is house sharing? This is something that I'm going to have to talk about in a different way, or I'll put it because and I'll like yeah, it's fine on the whole. And this I'm just going to say what I can say. No, generally it's fine, but it's restricting in a sense because I haven't got use of the kitchen when I want it for as long as I want it, and it's understandable. It's not my house. I'm sharing a room, um, and I tend to do what I need to do so I'm not in people's way. It's a simplified way of saying what I'm trying to say. But the good thing is, it's like when I said in my fridge freezer video that in my previous house share, and again, that's um, there was a now ex friend who became a pain in the ass in the end. Who, because at the time that was the time that I just moved out of the flat that I was sharing with my ex. So I was feeling vulnerable. I had no confidence. I had no self esteem. I felt like I just couldn't speak and say what I want to say because I was just in that really delicate situation, having gone from being with a narcissist and then all of a sudden I'm on my own thinking about finances, getting money, food and survival, and this person was just invading my space. And I'm talking about fridge space because I had two shelves in the main fridge, and this person is in a studio. Although that person cooked in the main kitchen, they had a studio, they had their own fridge, separate fridge in their room. Yet it was more convenient for that person to come in and basically took over one of the shelves that I had. And even though I'd move stuff away, it would keep going back, and I know that that person was doing it on purpose just to irritate me, but I just didn't have the self-confidence or the self-esteem to say, "Bugger off, take this to your room." So here, it's so much better, and we all get on, um, and, um, and it's still not the same as living in your own place. So and that's one thing I have to build up. Um, what does fried air taste like? Is it healthy? Oh, sorry. The air fryer was on sale. It's just my husband and I don't enjoy cooking as much and don't like eating out a lot either. So maybe this will. Yeah, it does really help. I mean, for me, I hardly ever eat out. Um, Before I got made redundant, I did have a takeaway ev once or twice a month, but at the moment, even that's not possible. Um, so yeah, I tend to air fry, like, the things that you would normally put in the oven, like fish cakes or heating things up, I'll put in the air fryer. But I do prefer to have home cooked meals anyway. Um, Actually, I'd love to have takeaways a lot more, but one, it's finances, and two, I want convenience foods for the convenience, but I know within myself that even if I could afford it, I wouldn't do it because I can do about 2 or 3 days of convenience foods or going out and eating out. But eventually, because it's not home cooked, um, all the all the excess whatever cooking and preservatives and things like that, it begins to make me feel really sluggish. Brain fog comes back, my moods come back, low moods and energy is really bad and sleep is really bad. So even if I had the money to eat out, I probably wouldn't because of the ways that my body reacts negatively. So that is why I wouldn't do it unless I have a private chef. No, that's just being silly. I wouldn't have a private chef either. So I would probably cook a lot more vegetables. So I don't have that much time in the evenings. So what I do is on like a Monday or a Thursday, I tend to do my batch cooking, and in a sense of I will make food and I'll heat it up when I need it, as opposed to having the time to cook from fresh every day, which is what I used to do. And I would do that if um if I had the time in the kitchen. I would cook a lot more vegetables and fish and cooking fresh pretty much every night or every other night if I could, but I can't. Um, Very useful. They also gave me a lamp crystal that looks just like the red one. That is a yeah, it's a Himalayan lamp. You know what? If sort of, if I was wealthy and had my own house, I think the one thing that I would have is a gym, and a cleaner. So, yeah. I'm not too sure about private chef. I quite like cooking. I I'd do more food cooking videos for you guys if I had the time, and there's quite a few coming up. So, like I said, s I've got a what I eat in a week video coming up. I've got the tofu recipes coming up. What else have I got? I've got the ideal home. I've got how I cope with brain fog and keeping our brain healthy as we age. I hope you like this is the thing that I want to do. I hope that you're going to enjoy those sort of more nutrition based looking after yourself videos. And looking I mean this is why I've called this channel Soul Care Over 50 because we have to look after ourselves, don't we? We have to after ourselves from a deeper level instead of just, you know, as we do at the moment. So I named this. Does Jim know you would share your home with him? Huh? What do you mean, Jim? What do you mean, Jim, Mr. H? So, who's up for a 30-day gratitude challenge? So, I was going to do this myself first and see how I go. But I thought, and then I thought, yeah, let me do this first by myself, and then I can do a Zoom type challenge with you guys. But I'm here now, and I'm meant to start this on the 1st of April, and I'm 3 days late. And what I am going to try and do is create a video every single day on this 30-day gratitude gratitude challenge. Yes, you said if oh dear. Excellent. SJT, would you mind if I ask you what your name is? Because uh, I feel a bit rude when I just call you SJT or by people's handles. Um, The reason I said oh, Sandy, I'm sure I asked you that. Hi, Sandy. I'm really sorry if I keep forgetting it because there's so many of you guys that I forget who's who. Um, so the reason I say that I asked you what do you mean who's Jim is because Chris. The reason I asked you what do you mean Jim is because my daughter's dad is called Jim. And I thought, do you know me? I thought, no. Okay, so let's do the 30-day challenge. Um, oh, that was a bit of a shock. Okay, so let me see what if I can get my mouse working. Sorry, I've lost my mouse. So we're going to start this challenge today. So week 1 of the challenge is gratitude for the present moment. And today we're going to use today as our first day is well it says here write down three things you're grateful for today. So let me know in the comments. And for you guys, hopefully, if the other um, subscribers or who is going to watch this will do this challenge with us, and we'll do today as day 1. So what 3 things are you grateful for today? And Shirley, you mean when you are wealthy? Yes, please, unscript. When I am wealthy and will have a house because you are manifesting it right now. It's your ideal scene. Yes, I am. I do have an image. Oh, that's the other thing that I wanted to share. I mentioned that last time, didn't I? About manifesting. I wanted to share that, but there's so many things that I'm oh, thank you. I wanted to share about my manifesting that I was really surprised about, but I need to keep a list of what videos I've got in the pipeline. Yes, thank you. When? So, what am I grateful for? Three things that I'm grateful for. So, one one is my health, and really I'm really grateful for my health because I know that I would never be able to do these videos if I wasn't healthy. And that's the thing about brain fog and menopausal and low moods. And that's why I eat healthy because I wouldn't be able to do this otherwise. So, my first one is my health. My second one is with everything that's happened since December, since things turned slightly upside down in December. When I was doing my cooking before I came on live today, and I looked at the stuff that I'd made, and I was really grateful to have all that food that I'd been able to batch cook today, and the food that I've had. And my third one, I think for now, having my family around is a total given. Um, and the third one really is having you guys with me, us being part of my community that I would never, ever, ever have thought I would have supporting me and being part of this journey with me. And really, really, you don't know how grateful I am for you guys. Um, yeah, the sun is shining. Oh my God, you. Um, when she is wealthy and healthy and wise. Oh, I hope that you will still enjoy my videos when we get to the healthy, wealthy, and wise um, era. So those are my three things. So my health, the food and all the food in my fridge, and what I've been able to buy, and you guys being part of this journey with me and supporting me, and all your lovely, lovely kind words and donations over time. That's been really, really helpful. So yeah, thank you. Anybody else? Oh, oh, Linda, I don't know about wise. I think I've got wiser. I think I've got more comfortable with my wiseness or trusting myself over time. And I think um being able to ask myself, what am I learning from all the supposed bad things that's happened in the past is more how I've got wise, which I guess is how we get wise, isn't it? So, Mr. H or Chris said, number one is catching me on live. Thank you. Number two, the sun is shining, although it's gone a bit cloudy here now. And you're alive. Yes, definitely. Um, Anybody else with their um what are you grateful, three things you're grateful for today? Oops. Um yeah, so tomorrow, just as a heads up, tomorrow's gratitude is describe a simple joy you experienced recently. So that will be my video for tomorrow, and I have to think about that one because I think there's a few. But Mike, Mika, and symptomatic cavity. Oh gosh, yeah, well done. Anything teeth related is just painful. 13 pounds in 3 weeks. Wow, that's quite a lot. What did you do to lose 13 pounds in 3 weeks? And 3 because oh, that's 1 meal a day. Oh my gosh, you are brave to do 1 meal a day. I couldn't. You can have a fourth. I did have a fourth, I think. W 1 meal a day, I couldn't do 1 meal a day. Um, 3 o'clock. So have you just finished your 1 meal? So, Mika, what are you having or what did you have, for your 1 meal a day? I couldn't do it, um, because recently I haven't been eating enough during the day, and, partly because sometimes when I eat and I know knowing what I know about being a nutritionist and digestion, that is probably, something to do with gut issues that the past 10 days or so, when I eat something, I'll eat a small amount and then I'm full, and I know that's to do with stomach acid and digestive enzyme issues. So, oh, wow. Um, Gratitude, yeah, so yeah, Mr. H, chocolate biscuit. Here we are talking about 1 meal a day, and you're talking about chocolate biscuits. I'm joking because once I get off here, I'm going to have a cup of tea and some biscuits too. So, yeah. Um, dysfunctional. So, this is Linda, dysfunctional extended family. 2 is my home and my 14-year-old, 14-year-old dog Toby. I'd love to have a fur baby. That is um, on my list. So I want to have 2 fur babies when I get to that point that I can afford them, but at this moment in time, I can't. And actually, I can't remember which video I've got one coming, but I will give you a short clip of our resident fur baby in the house. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope if you're watching this on the recording that you guys will join us in our 30-day gratitude challenge. Anybody else have any questions before we go? Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today, then. And I hope you enjoy your day, whatever you're doing. And I am going to go and have that cup of tea and some biscuits and a chill out because it's nearly that time again when everyone comes in. So thank you so much. Sorry for being emotional in the middle of this. And it's just touching to have all your love and support. Thank you, and I will see you. Oh, I was going to say as well, I've totally forgotten. So after tomorrow, it's half term, which means for the next 2 weeks, I won't be able to do any lives because I prefer to do this when there's no one in the house. And so I will do the live in 3 weeks' time. I hope you guys have an enjoyable day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you soon. Bye.